So, if you think I didn't know what I was doing with lawnmowers and snowblowers and weed eaters, well, now I have a dirt bike. Yeah, it's a little one. I mean, was the spark plug / coil. Wherever that goes, it's got a kickstart. So starting it or trying to start it every time, I have to use that because there's not an electric start. It looks like it's got bicycle handles. I'm pretty sure this thing's like Frankensteined together, as far as I'm aware. At least that's what it sounds like. That looks like the carburetor, which fuel line's not even hooked up. I notice there's a on-off switch for the fuel here. I'm gonna leave that where it's at because if it's off and there's fuel in it, I'm gonna leave it there. I don't know if it's in gear or not. This is loose, so I'm probably gonna tighten this down and make sure I'll probably like clamp this so it's always in neutral. Front brakes seem fine. I don't know. Got a little light on it. So I'm gonna start off by tightening this handle down and taking all the plastics off. Well, that's one side. Now I gotta get the other side, which is missing most of all of its parts and has a Phillips screw in it. Alright, now the seat should come off. Now I can see a little bit more of what I'm doing. Alright, well, I don't know what this is, but there's wiring to it. This is just sitting here. That's interesting. I don't know what that is. I don't know what's going on there. Here's our fuel lines. I don't know where this goes. That goes to wiring up there. Goes, and then it gets connected into here. So whatever these wires are meant to connect to, very questionable. Let alone, I don't know what they're supposed to do. And again, the coil, I don't know where that's supposed to go. Coil would somewhere be in the back. I mean, this is where the fuel line would go. Here's somewhere, there's plugs right here for the front brakes. Maybe somehow for the throttle, which none of this even reaches up there. So it's most likely definitely going to need a new wiring harness, which it's almost like someone just chopped all this off. So I don't even know if this thing will run without any of that. So I'll probably just see if it even runs. Spray some carb cleaner in the carburetor, because it should run. Then I'm probably gonna have to get a whole new one of these and still figure out where the coil goes, because I don't know where that goes. But I should get this fuel line on first as well, which doesn't even look like it's designed to go on here. At least that's on. I don't know where that coil would go. I'm assuming this is like the brain or like the computer type thing for this throttle. I guess you guys want to see if it'll start up after I figure out if it's in neutral or not. Assuming that's first. I have no idea. And this is just in, obviously, but I'm going to reclamp this down because my things fell off. I can just hold it in, I guess. I'll spray some carb cleaner into the carburetor. Should be fine. Oh, there's no spark, though. It's kind of my only thing. So I don't know why it would start. So I really gotta figure out where this goes, because it definitely doesn't have any spark. I'm gonna have to look up this engine and see where that goes. Alright, well I was trying to figure out exactly where this stuff goes, but I really have no idea. I'm assuming the coil would be under here. I don't know where exactly else it could be. So I'm just going to see if I can find where that coil part would go. And I'll have to figure out something about the wiring later. I don't know if I need the wiring in order to get it to start. I just don't know how the wiring would get in here from the coil. So here's all this wiring. I don't see anything other than that. This would be the thing right here, which runs out and up here into this wiring harness, which doesn't leave any spot for the coil, or where the coil would connect to. Taking that off did not answer any of my questions. Well, I guess I'm still gonna have to figure out where this coil goes. And this is somehow connected to this wiring, which I don't know how that makes sense, so we'll see. I was looking up the wiring harness, and I don't even think the coil is even in here anywhere, but we are going to need a whole new wiring harness, and that's going to be our next thing, is we have to unplug this, plug in the new harness. I don't know how it all hooks onto here. It might hook up onto here. This might be where the coil goes to like ground it, and then it'll also come with a kill switch, but that's going to be the next step, so I'll see you when we get a new wiring harness. Alright, I finally got all the wiring, the coil, and all the stuff that I don't know what is what. Now I gotta figure out kind of where all this goes based on the old wiring. So I gotta unplug stuff, plug it all back in. There's a kill switch on this, which I'm probably gonna put over here because that just makes sense. And then I'll have to run the wiring somehow down through there to this. I'm not sure what this is. This has a lot of wires on it, but I think this plugs into that and then goes this way. And then I gotta figure out what that all plugs into. Ignore all that welding. I mean, this stuff looks like tinfoil. Actually, I think it is tinfoil. That's... Alright, I'm just gonna ignore that. Alright, so this is kind of just wedged in here. I'm gonna need to cut all these zip ties. What does this even go to? This goes to that. Come on, the exhaust can't be that bad. I don't know, where do you guys want to sit? I don't think you can see much from over here. I could stick you guys up here somehow. This? Yeah? How's that? Gonna have to work. I need something to cut these zip ties. Now, zip tie here. 1, 2. Alright, so this unclips that. So we need this one. It only clips on one way, so I can't mess that up. So that just clips on one way. Then all of these get plugged into this. 2 yellows are plugged into nothing. Oh boy. Then we had a red plugged into red. Blue, blue, green, green. Here's red. Red to red. Green to green. There's 2 greens. Plugging it into that one. And blue to blue. We'll leave these where they can't touch one another for now. Or anything else. What did I just unplug? That down there. This is the coil. Little twist tie on here. Wires. I'm gonna assume this can get on here. That way it's not dangling around. This will also ground it, but I think with that green wire it doesn't need grounded, at least in the video I watched. But I'm just gonna stick this here so it's also not dangling around. It'll be safer and less risk of breaking it, fall over and break stuff. Okay, well that doesn't go in much more, I don't think, but it's not all the way down. This coil thing is not needed. This should be able to go on here. I got a green and black wire. Green to green, I'm assuming. Unless these go to the kill switch. No, because that gets plugged into this, which also has 1 clip. What gets plugged into this? This? No. Nothing maybe? I'm gonna plug this into green because there's another green. There is no black wire though. And then there was 2 yellows, which I don't think the yellows do anything, if I remember that correctly. Oh, here's a black and yellow. That definitely goes into there. I definitely don't actually know that. I am still not sure what this is, unless this is supposed to be like the new computer thing, maybe? Because that would be the only place it would plug into. Now I'm going to zip tie this stuff back down with new zip ties. We'll rerun this through here. We'll do it the other way. Run the wire down, because it's easier. Alright, those are zip tied up out of the way. I believe that's all there is to the wiring, assuming I hooked it up correctly. I'm gonna get a screwdriver and put the kill switch on here. I suppose we see if it'll fire up. And then to keep it where I want it, I'm gonna zip tie it. I'm gonna leave the zip tie a little loose, that way it still has wiggle room. I'll spray some carb cleaner in there and try and start it. And it's kickstart, so I'm gonna just get that out and ready. Hold the clutch in. I got the on switch on. Oops. Yes, this is my first kickstart anything. I guess we'll see if it even has spark. The spark plug looks, there's a pretty big gap, so I'm going to measure that and test that. Alright, so the spark plug gap is like really big, so I'm going to hit it in a little bit with a hammer to close the gap a bit, and then I'm going to stick this tool in there and get it to where it should be. And now we'll check it for spark. We'll just do like what the guy in the video did. He just kind of left it sit here, and then if you can see in there, it sparks. I don't think it's sparking. I'm gonna go try this other spark plug. Alright, so first things, I realized this has threads on it because this end, yeah, I know the spark plug's yellow, so I don't know what to think about it, but it's just because these ends screw off. So I wonder if that's the issue with the spark, because supposedly they were having spark issues to begin with anyways. This doesn't screw onto here, so I'm just going to try and use this one. I don't know, I'll probably have to get a better spark plug, but I'm going to check the gap on this one and make sure it's correct. Alright, now I'm going to just check, see if there's spark, I guess. Still don't know if it's going to start, but I guess we're going to find out. I'm gonna assume it's still the spark. Alright, well, guess I gotta figure out what's next. I've already taken all this off because this is the next thing I have to replace. And to get this off, it's held on by this key. So you have to, what I did is I prying out on it and then hitting it with a hammer. You want to hit it with a rubber hammer because you don't want to break anything. And then I was prying it with this hammer. And then I was also prying it with this cat paw thing. And then I was hitting it until it popped off. And then I took all the bolts and stuff off for this, because now I gotta unplug all the wiring from the other side and then put the new one of this in. Old one's out, and now we gotta get the new one on. I gotta find the bolt. Where did I leave that at? This should go on right here. This wire is kind of hanging out the back. I don't want that. I'm gonna just temporarily put this here because I am going to have to adjust it once I put that cover back on. So I'm just going to leave this somewhat loose, although it doesn't really seem like I can adjust it, so I might just tighten it down. And then this helped keep these wires up here down. I don't remember where exactly it went through, but could have just went around this way, but I don't think that's going to be long enough. So we'll go back through this way. And now this, you're going to have to line up the keyhole with the key. And I'm going to take my rubber mallet and just gently put that back on. This will go back on. I did have to zip this off with this, just because the whole thing spins. And there's supposed to be a little bit of gap in there. I'm not sure exactly how much for a dirt bike. I think that looks the same as the old one did. I suppose I could put all this back on. Or I guess just this cover. Actually, I'm going to leave it off for now. I'm going to test to see if it's got spark now. I did go ahead and get a new spark plug for this. So I'm going to have to check the gap on this. But first, I am going to plug all these wires in. Because now I got the new wire harness. Now the two yellows don't do anything. Then got a red to red, green to green, and blue to blue. And then I have these two, which this is the ground for the coil. So technically I don't have to have this up here because it's grounds through the wires. Now if I want to take the spark plug, I guess I have to twist this end off because that's the only way it'll actually fit in the coil. And now if I hold this up against something grounded, I should get spark. And I do. So now the bike's got spark. Let's see if you guys can see this. So now I'm going to make sure the spark plug's gap is correct. I'm going to install the spark plug and see if we can get this thing to start. Oh, I dropped it. I am just going to spin it in by hand because I don't want to ruin any of the threads. Because if you ruin the threads, that's not going to be good. Alright. I'm not getting it to go in. Nice and tight, not too tight. We'll put the coil on. I'm going to take my zip tie and take all of these wires away from the exhaust, spray some carb cleaner into the carburetor, and see if it'll start. Ooh, think it's in neutral, but the rear wheel's off the ground, so it should be fine. It will start, so I guess it just needs fuel, really. It doesn't have rear brakes, is one thing. I'm going to put this cover back on. Maybe we'll take it for a spin and hope it stops. I want to make sure this gasket gets properly put on there so no dirt and stuff gets inside of here. I'm just going to get this one started by hand. I think the short one goes right here. There's two long ones and one short one. The short one goes on the bottom right, and then the two long ones is the top and the bottom left. Alright, I was just fixing this, make sure that's on correctly. It was popped out, and then I had to fix the gasket because it got bent underneath. And now I'm just gonna tighten all these down. I'm doing it tight but not too tight because I don't want to ruin that gasket. I think it's time I try to do something with the clutch to tighten up that cord. Think about what I'm about to do because it doesn't have rear brakes, and maybe take it for a test ride. Alright, well I got all the plastic covers back on. That I had to figure out how those go on because they didn't go on the way they're normally supposed to because there's just random screws drilled into places. So that's all figured out. Now I suppose I gotta put some fuel in it and see if it'll start just off of fuel itself. And hopefully it shuts off. Alright, I just added some fuel. I just want to make sure it's not leaking anywhere. Because I remember the fuel line was off when I had it. I think that's off. So I want this to be down like this, and I think that's on. I suppose I'll gear up. We'll see if it starts. And hopefully I can stop it because there's only front brakes. So if you want to see me possibly flip over the handlebars, stick around. Alright, let's suit up. Whoa! Alright, now that I'm geared up and ready to go, let's go see if this thing will actually run and start, and see if I can maybe go do a lap or something around in the field. I should have put my boots on, but I'm just going to keep my shoes on and hope this thing works. Well, that was very awkward because I just opened the garage and there was a mailman running up to the door to deliver a package, and I looked like this. But that's besides the point. We're going to see if this thing will run and see if I can do a lap around the field. Alright, let's see if this thing starts. I'm going to pull this thing out of the garage because I don't even know if this thing starts. Well, I know it'll start. This is going to be fun and interesting. Oh, the kill switch was off. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Okay, instantly stalled because the clutch was not disengaged. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I mean, there's no clutch. It's all go or all stop. And then I gotta use the kickstart. Go! I 100% need a new cable for the clutch because there isn't one. So we'll put it in first. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright, where's neutral? Whoa! Whoa! Ah! I need a clutch. Alright, I gotta get a new clutch cable for this because it don't work without it. But at least the kill switch works. That's going to be the end of this video. If you want to see me fix other stuff, go check out this playlist. There's snow blowers, lawn mowers, weed eaters. And if you want to see more, subscribe. You never know what I'm going to get. Definitely was not expecting a dirt bike. And I'll see you in the next video.